What's going on, everybody? I know it has been a while since we've had a full-length wrap-up, but we have a ton of stuff to talk about for Warhammer 40k this week. Recently, I determined that if there's not a lot of news to make a full-length wrap-up, I'll just do a mini wrap-up and put it in my YouTube shorts, so you can find the last two there. But this has been a week of releases, specifically for codices, and news, specifically for Horus Heresy. But we have even more than that to cover today, so let's not waste any more time. I'm HoodGuard, and this is your Monday Warhammer wrap-up. Let's get into it.
The Emperor's light is my torch! Death to the enemy! We shall be the end of you! Feel the might of the righteous! For the Emperor!
Hopping right into it today, let's start off with some new books that were announced this week coming to 40k. First up is the novel Void-Scarred by Mike Brooks. And this book will focus on an Eldari faction that is generally on the fringes of Eldari society, the Corsairs. These are independent, adventurous, piratical Eldari that don't really subscribe to the craft world or Exodite ideologies. Sometimes they're exiled into that lifestyle, and sometimes they choose it just all on their own. But it's written by Mike Brooks, so regardless, I'm probably gonna enjoy it. The other book is an anthology called Paragon of Faith and Other Stories. This will have stories from authors like Jude Reed and a relatively new Warhammer author, Ness Brown. She's a speculative fiction author as well as an astrophysicist, so I'm looking forward to seeing how she brings her expertise to her writing. The article says these will be released later in the year, but that's about all we have on them. Heresy Thursday is going to be a little bit different this week. Normally, the team at Games Workshop will release a new model or a new campaign book for Horus Heresy on Thursdays. But this week, we've gotten something very different. Instead of a new model, there was a new website release called the Horus Hearsay. And this is a rundown of all the different rumors and leaks that have been sanctioned by Games Workshop. There's even a small 30-second meme clip of the team wondering what's going to happen with this new edition. And the early rumors are saying that it's going to be Salamanders versus Iron Warriors. And there's some credence to those rumors. There's a ton of mentions of the Salamanders and Flamers on the Horus Hearsay website. I'll make sure to put the link in the description so that you can go and check out the website for yourself and see what rumors are floating around. But if the box for Horus Heresy is going to contain a bunch of Salamanders from that time, this might be a Horus Heresy box I need to get. Alright, moving on, let's move into the Saturday pre-order. What's going up for pre-order this weekend? The past few weeks we've been getting all of the new Chaos stuff, the new Death Guard and World Eater codices, as well as their battle forces and combat patrols. Before that, we got the refreshed Emperor's Children along with their codex and the new Fulgrim model. But the only one that's been missing up until this point has been the Thousand Sons. Well, this Saturday, the Thousand Sons are getting basically the pre-order day to themselves. Of course, there's going to be the new Thousand Sons Codex coming out, as well as the super special limited edition that comes with all the different art and the medallion. For the most part, the Thousand Sons have been pretty quiet since the Battle of Luna and Rabute Gilliman's return, so I'm excited to see what they've been up to. Now, coming along with the different versions of the Codex are a Battle Force and a Combat Patrol. The Battle Force, called the Warp Flame Thrall Band, comes with 3 Exalted Sorcerers, 5 Scarab Occult Terminators, 10 Rubric Marines, and 4 of the new Sekitar robots. This is a purely Thousand Sons battle force that doesn't come with any type of Tzeentch demonry. The same, however, cannot be said for the Combat Patrol. This box is actually led by a demon prince named Zodophin the Soul Eater. It will also have a Zengor Shaman, 3 Zengors Enlightened, and 10 Rubric Marines. I've already heard some mixed reviews on the contents of this Combat Patrol. On one hand, people are glad that they don't have to paint 50 Zengors anymore, but on the other, it seems a little light. I don't play the game, so I don't know how the rules changes are going to affect the different parts of the Combat Patrol, but it seems as if the Zengors are supposed to be more powerful since there are less of them. Or maybe they're just cannon fodder. Let me know or correct me in the comments. But with the release of all this Thousand Sons stuff, the Year of Chaos seems to be over, maybe? At least I thought so until this morning, Monday morning. Revealed maybe a couple of hours ago are the brand new Chaos Knights, or rather the only new Chaos Knight along with the Chaos Knight Codex. And I have to say, this new Chaos Knight, the Knight Ruinator, looks awesome. Plenty of spikes and skulls and crotch banners, but also a brand new Dark Flame Lance as its main armament. Chaos Knights are definitely one of my blind spots when it comes to lore knowledge, so I'm definitely going to get the Codex and read up on these. Just like the Imperial Knights, the Chaos Knights are also getting a reboxing of their sprues. You'll have 2 different Chaos Knight boxes, both of which can build the Knight Desecrator or Rampager. But one box will have the sprue for the new Knight Ruinator, and the other will have one for the Knight Abominant. So make sure you start planning now for which one of these you want to get and build up. But alright my friends, that is going to about do it for today's wrap up. Thank you guys always for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about anything I talked about in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one.